Have you ever thought about what it really takes to be a fashion designer? From throwing runways to working with models to finding manufacturers for your clothes. It's so many moving parts and such a creative journey. Today, I'm in New York City talking to a local designer about his experience working in fashion.
Noé Cepeda, co-founder of Ghetto Friends.
Ghetto Friends is one of the most prominent Latino clothing brands coming out of New York City right now. But what really caught my attention was that Noah was born in Mexico and is now styling the likes of Playboi Carti and is working very closely with Willy Chavarria.
I'm Mexican, born in Mexico, raised in New York City. My roots is indigenous. We speak Nahuatl. Early years, I lost a lot of that because you get made fun of, whatever it was. I didn't even want to bump my cultural music.
But he didn't let that stop him. And back in school, Noah and his brother would distress their own denim and go to fabric stores and make their own clothes.
My way of expressing myself and being a part of the scene or being a part of anything was just getting fly. I was just distress my denim, going to school. Making clothes in the brand was just a lifestyle. Trying to fit in New York as a Latino.
And staying true to himself and the culture that he grew up in soon caught the attention of one of the biggest designers in the world, Willy Chavarria.
One of my first mentors was Willy. Okay. Chavarria. I was just home one day, bummed out, no motivation. Somebody hits me yo, I'm gonna call you. Picked up and he was like, yo, I found your Instagram. Come to my studio. Ever since then, I went in there and I was like, oh, everything tailoring. So I'm like, whoa, this is a little different. He's the one that really showed me how to put a show together. When you intern for a fashion house, when they got important meetings, it's like, go get some lunch. But Willy was always like, yo, grab a seat. And I was there for a couple of runways, just helping out or taking in whatever it was.
And taking in all this information, Ghetto Friends has thrown plenty of runways these past couple years, with their latest being from this past New York Fashion Week, El Fin de una Era.
It's called El Fin de una Era. We just left our studio that we was at for 4 or 5 years. The 4 or 5 years that we did in the studio, that's what we showcasing. The models is gonna be us clocking in one last run.
What does it mean to hire Latinos in the models and within your work?
I love to see other people be inspired. Latinos in New York, there's a lot of creatives, but it's not a lot of confidence in them to express themselves and go out there and be like, all right, beg.
And in almost all of their work, you can see the Ghetto Friends pushes culture and community within the models, within the team. And this is all done to let the next generation know you shouldn't be afraid of who you are, and it's okay to take a creative journey and follow your dreams.